Welcome to the show, it's just the facts. Where we break it down, don't hold them back. Don't get in your feelings, cause it's only the facts. We got all the tea on them relationships. We gon' break it down and shatter all the myths. Talk about mindset goals, growth, and money tips. We gon' break it down and keep it all legit. Heart, my body, soul.
Bing, bop, boom, boom, bop, bam. It's hoodie season. Get yours now.
Yo, welcome to the show. It's your boy Jay. It's your boy Jay. It's your boy Jay with just the facts, nothing but the facts. So help me God. Yo, so today I'm just gonna do some reactions. I just want to just chill, you know what I'm saying? Just kick it with the gang, pop a couple videos, look at a couple little body cam footages, you know what I'm saying? See what we go, what's dealing, what these folks be dealing with on the everyday basis. I ain't gonna fake. I kind of like watching body cam videos because shit be getting spooky out here. These folks is crazy out here for real. But also I'm just hoping to find that one that David shit, like that David dude where he out here murdering folks, making songs and going on tour. This shit crazy. I wanna get down to I want to find that little gem. I wonder who found that gem first. No, that shit went national. That shit went everywhere. But anyways, outside of that, I found this good one. All right, I don't know if it's good because I ain't seen it yet, but it's apparently a body cam of another cop that overdosed on some drugs in the bathroom. This shit looks like it's about to be crazy. So without further ado, I ain't trying to keep folks waiting too long. Let's go ahead and I'll put that thing on the screen like that, you know what I'm saying? And then we're gonna hit this play button down here like this. And I'm silent.
Wake up, bro!
Hey, hold on.
Come on, Mark. Come on. Wake up, bud. Come on.
On October 24th, 2023, panic ensues at the Sacramento County Sheriff's Department in California when a deputy enters the bathroom to find a colleague unresponsive on the floor. As deputies attempt life-saving measures, the mystery of what caused his collapse unravels, forcing them to draw a horrifying conclusion. The following report is based on official police records. Please note that all persons charged with a crime are presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty in a court of law. It's just after 8 p.m. when an on-duty deputy enters the restroom at the Sacramento County Sheriff's Department, finding Deputy Marvin Morales seemingly passed out in the corner of the stall.
Man, nah, dog. Why his leg behind him? He look like he might be dead. Why his leg behind him like that? That man is stretched out like that, bro. What he did?
Deputy Marvin Morales seemingly passed out in the corner of the stall.
Look at his leg. Why is his leg behind him like that? Bruh, this man literally, he got his, what is that up there? This man is passed out like, bruh, his face is in the wall. Bruh. This nigga is tweaking. What they blurring out? He had his dick out? Bruh, tell me this man he wasn't doing this and had his meat out, bruh. Come on, bruh. Come on, bro. Why is his meat out, man?
Leave that door open!
What's that? So he had his gun and taser on the baby changing station. They blurring out. What's they blurring out right here? What was there?
Get his back off. Straighten his legs.
Yeah, this man done had it. Man, my dog had his meat out. My boy had his meat out while he was on that yank. What he got going on, man? Get his pants off, straighten his legs. Yeah, man, y'all do need to straighten his legs. I don't know about taking his pants off though. That's a little kind of crazy.
Straighten his legs. Yep.
Bro, this nigga's legs is really behind him like that. My radio's dead. Bro, what kind of police they got in Sacramento? My boy say his radio dead. So how you calling for backup? If you needed backup, how you was gonna call for backup? How your radio died? Why you don't got a backup battery? I got so many questions in this moment right now. Why do he have his whole holster on the baby changing station? Why is his meat out? Why is his leg cut behind him? Why is his face in the wall? Like,
Get his back off. Straighten his leg. Straighten his leg. Yep. Morales. Hey, Morales. Hey, drag him out. Drag him
my boy's snoring.
out. Drag him out. Drag him out. Hey, leave that door open for fire. Put a trash can out there. Morales. Wake up, bud. Come on. Pulse. How's it? Pulse? Still got breathing?
Why they got this man's pants down like that though?
Stop breathing. He's got pulse. That's his car. That's my car. I came to use the restroom. I thought he was in there taking a poop, and as soon as I opened the door, he's leaning against the corner.
That nigga wasn't leaning against no corner, but that nigga was stretched out and folded up. Like, nah, he wasn't leaning, boy. He was slumped. Bro, why do they still got this man's meat out like, bro? Adjust your man so he ain't out here exposed like this, bro. Why is he exposed like this? I mean, I know that's the least of the concern right now because Buddy he could be, you know what I'm saying? But nah, bro. This ain't it. This ain't it right here.
There we go. There we go. Come on, buddy. There you go. Wake up, bud. There you go. Wake up. Come on, Mark. Come on. Wake up, bud. Come on. Come on, man. Wake up, Rouse. Wake up, Rouse. Wake up. There you go. There you go. Hey, you want to roll into the recovery? I'm going to start rolling into the recovery at all. Just because of all the mucus from you getting that. We'll keep him like this. He's breathing. He's got to roll. Come on, Mark. Come on, bud. Come on, Mark. Mark. Come on, bud. Yeah, starting rope's not going to help him. Wrong pulse. Good. Come on, Mark. It's not going to.
They attempt a sternal rub, a technique used to assess a person's level of consciousness, but Deputy Morales has no visible response.
Come on, Mark.
Is he done? He's KO'd.
Yeah, you're done, bud. Yeah. There we go. There we go. Come on, Mark. Come on, Mark. There we go. Hey, take this. I'm going to the ambulance, Mark. Come on, Mark. Come on. Come on, Mark. I see you. There you go. Keep breathing, man. Stay with us. You're good.
Paramedics arrive, and Deputy Morales is transported to a local hospital for further treatment. Meanwhile, deputies on scene learn he collected narcotics during an earlier on-duty call. With concerns he may have experienced an accidental exposure, deputies begin to search his vehicle.
No accidental.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it. I felt those things in it.
And no accidental exposure, baby.
Nah, I'm not seeing anything in the box.
No,
Didn't feel like there was anything in them. Not that one.
Would probably not be in this ticket.
Actually, shine light over here, sir.
No. Something that one.
Damp, but they don't feel. Don't feel anything on that one. I don't see any other gloves floating around in there, do you?
No.
Pull up his last call that he was on and see if he already logged anything in RMS for it. I'm surprised we haven't done that, and if we're not finding it, he could have already possibly booked it.
I was like, he was on a 415 family, and it didn't say anything about show.
No, he was on a. He collected dope at like 6:30-ish.
Okay.
The following footage, recorded at a Shell gas station, captures the moment he obtained the narcotics, just hours before he would be found unresponsive on the bathroom floor.
What's up, bro? What's good? You okay? You're having a lot of fun out here, bro.
Yeah. We got new sunglasses.
I just saw you last week over here, bro.
Yeah.
You was dancing at the same time too, man.
Yeah.
You promised me your best dance moves.
Who?
You.
Yeah.
You promised me your best dance moves.
Yeah, definitely.
What's up? You want to see the way?
I gotta go back to downtown, dance there. Y'all waiting for me. Last time I went, the stadium was about to fall down.
You were about to pass out the other night, though, last week. You was on
Yes,
that Fetty.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Is that what that foil is right there in your pocket? Or be real with it. Just be real. Just be real.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Could be.
Could be. Is it? I think it is.
I'm not sure.
Yeah?
No, not for now.
So you could either hand it over or I could put you in cuffs and take it out your pocket. It's up to you. Hand it over. Hand it over.
Can I get it back?
How about that straw right there?
Deputy Morales and his partner temporarily detain the suspect. After clearing his pockets, he asks for clarification on the contents of the foil packet.
What is this? What exactly is this?
Crystal.
Crystal?
Deputy Morales can then be seen tucking the foil packet into a black glove before...
Why he tucking it in his glove? Like, don't they have bags for this? This can't be proper police procedure, can it? Do y'all think?
Securing it in the hatch of his cruiser. Afterwards,
He just threw it in his glove box, in his glove, and didn't mark it or nothing. It say he wrote a suspect a citation, so he documented that he took drugs. Did he document that he took? I mean, obviously he had to document that he took drugs because these folks already know about it. They're searching for this shit. What?
he writes the suspect a citation for possession of narcotics and lets him go.
All right. See you next week. Hey, I'm here. This is my area.
I don't
Despite
think Morales
securing
gonna
the
be there.
evidence in his cruiser, it's nowhere to be found. However, deputies still...
And they can't find it. It ain't even in there. Wait, he said he gonna be here. This is his area. I don't think Morales is making it back there, dog. I think that was the last time you seen Morales on your block for real.
Searching quickly finds something else, which raises even more concerns.
He said foil with
It's in a black glove.
Right?
It's in a black glove.
Just get rid of that.
But he
cited him.
yeah, you're right.
But he cited him.
That officer looked like a straight dude. I ain't
Right,
gonna
all
hold you.
right.
Oh, what's that? Oh, that's the dude cop.
But
Man, that's got to be a guy, man. That's a guy with a sex change, or maybe maybe the lady who said that ain't on the camera because that can't be the person that just said that.
cited him.
Yeah, you're right.
But he cited him.
You're right. You're right.
Up. He got more paraphernalia in the car, and they ain't got. Is this documented? Because this man got a bunch of he got a bunch of paraphernalia and black gloves. Like, we might need to be suspicious of these black gloves right here.
Yeah, that might just be an old busted meth pipe because there was no mention of a pipe in the call.
Yeah, but there's glass right here and there's foil. Or there's not foil, but there's...
Yeah, it might just be an old meth pipe, Sarge.
Huh?
So that might just be an old pipe. I'll toss it in there, but that's literally just a shattered pipe.
Well, I mean, is that what it was? It was foil,
It
right?
said what the guy said was meth, so it was off-white substance and foil.
No mention of a pipe, though.
No.
One deputy considers an explanation that might explain why the narcotics would no longer be secured in his vehicle.
You think he was gonna go and book it, but use the bathroom first?
No, there's no reason to. I mean, he could have, but there's no reation to pocket it because the stuff's all the way in the back of the station.
Yeah.
So you have to get back in the car and drive in and grab it.
Right.
That has to be in his cargo pocket.
It has to be. But are his pants still at the hospital? He went with his pants to the hospital.
Why wouldn't he go to the hospital with his pants on, Sarge? Come on, Sarge. Why would he go to the hospital without his pants on? Come on, man. If it ain't in the back of the car, we know it's. Hey, we need to get to that hospital, man. Where this shit at, man?
I know, and see if they can check on that.
Deputies with Morales at the hospital check his pockets, finally locating the evidence.
Is that him right there? Oh yeah, he looking at him like, man, I fucked up. Man, I fucked up. I fucked up, guys. I fucked up. He got that look. He got that look, man. I fucked up. Let's see.
Yeah. Yep.
Nigga.
Don't.
I think it just.
Nigga, no, don't look away now, nigga. No, don't look away now, nigga.
I don't want to fucking open it up. Get us
Is that his wife over there?
all exposed. Yeah.
Who is this? Is this his husband? Why is he so close? Is that what? What's going on, Morales? Come on, talk. Morales, talk.
It happens quick.
However, the question of whether the exposure was accidental reaches a shocking conclusion when deputies locate a small glass pipe and an orange torch lighter in the bathroom where Deputy Morales collapsed.
So they already knew about this pipe in the bathroom with the lighter and stuff. They already knew this man had this shit, and they want to act like they so confused on where the shit is. Nigga, it's clear. It's clear. Y'all don't do this whenever. If I was in that motherfucking bathroom stretched out like that, they wouldn't have had all these goddamn questions. They would have already been and ran my pockets. Man, come on, man. Stop playing like that. Y'all know your good old Buddy Morales, was in there smoking that shit. He was in there smoking that shit, man. That's all. Ain't no other question about it, man. He was in there off that shit.
The pipe that's on the ground wasn't next to it, was it? That's what I'm concerned about. There's a meth pipe sitting over by the door.
I don't remember, but it was in the stall.
It's in the stall. Oh, I don't remember if it was beside her, but it's in the stall. Nigga, you knew where the fuck it was, bro. Why y'all ain't been said this shit, man?
Yeah.
Okay.
Additionally, hair and blood samples collected at the hospital indicated at least 90 days of narcotics.
The tinfoil bindle remaining narcotics taken from Mr. Morales were found in we don't know from whoever that dude was on the street. He took Deputy for Morales' uniform pocket at the hospital. Blood and hair samples, 1.5 inches, 1.5 to be exact, provided by Deputy Morales, tested positive for methamphetamine. He was out there smoking that shit. My dog called it high-speed chicken feed. That's why he probably was the best. He probably was one of their best detectives. He finding all the meth. He wanted all. He needed for himself. I gotta feed my habit. This shit is free. I need it. October 25th, he tested positive for methamphetamine. The testing laboratory emailed Sergeant Dincano stating his hair testing is a lifestyle detection, typically detecting chronic use. So he be on duty and off duty on that shit, man. The window of detection is dictated by the length of the hair. Our standard cut is 1.5 inches, which gives an approximately 90 days worth of a detection. During this investigation, he wanted to remain silent, indicating at least 90 days. So if they would have took 3 inches, I wonder how far back this shit would have went. Let's see.
Narcotics use. Investigators with the Bureau of Internal Affairs discovered that on August 9th and 15th, 2023, he cited 2 individuals.
I find that Sergeant Dincano conducted a comprehensive investigation, thoroughly reviewed the evidence in the case, and rendered appropriate findings regarding Deputy Morales' conduct. Her analysis was logical and comported with department policy. This investigation revealed evidence that coincided with Deputy Morales, resulting in the following undisputed facts. On August 9th, 2023 and August 15th, 2023, Deputy Morales cited separate individuals for misdemeanor possession of drug paraphernalia. Holy! So he got these people's drug paraphernalia on the 15th and on the 9th. That might have been actually. But they say it ain't no record of the bowl that they found back there.
Misdemeanor possession of paraphernalia. In his reports, he claimed to have disposed of a glass pipe, but later admitted to taking one home and using it multiple times. Yeah. In his report,
I collected, this is what he said now. I collected the glass pipe and secured it in my patrol vehicle due to the fragile state of the glass pipe and to avoid breaking it. I took a photograph of it with my department issued iPhone as I would be using this photograph as evidence. I later safely disposed of the glass pipe at the Central Area Station. In interview, he revealed he was dishonest in one of the crime reports when he described intentionally taking one of the seized pipes home and ultimately smoking the meth residue from the pipe 3 to 4 times over 2 months. He smoked a pipe that he took off of somebody else 3 to 4 times over a 60-day period. On October 24th, approximately at what's that? 7:43, Deputy Morales conducted a suspicious subject stop on blank. We don't know who that is. Deputy Morales recovered narcotics and a tinfoil binder, which is this is the one that this is where he got that re-up. This is where he got his fresh batch. See that shit he was smoking at the crib from old boy, that shit probably was watered down. He was probably just smoking some like little, you know what I'm saying? That wasn't the best. That wasn't that Heisenberg. He got a hold of that Heisenberg. That Heisenberg put him on his motherfucking ass. That Heisenberg ain't nothing to fuck with, dog. Hey, Heisenberg told y'all niggas back in the day. Y'all remember Breaking Bad? He said, hey, this is top-notch shit right here. They ain't playing.
reports, he claimed to have disposed of a glass pipe, but later admitted to taking one home and using it multiple times.
Tragic.
Investigators with the Bureau of Internal Affairs ultimately concluded that Deputy Morales intentionally used the narcotics he seized from the suspect on October 24, 2023. On January 1, 2024, investigators recommended Morales for termination. However, before formal action was taken, he submitted a formal resignation letter on February 2, 2024.
Oh, man, they got the loophole treatment. They did the loop. I bet you Diego Morales is at another police precinct working happily as ever after smoking his meth. I bet you $1 million. I bet you $1 million. That motherfucker is somewhere else in 2025 in the corner somewhere with that goddamn rolling the bowl. He over there rolling the bowl. He over there rolling that bowl, boy. He getting blasted off. See, he used to the Heisenberg now, so he ain't gonna get caught slipping no more. He learned from his last fuck up. He out there on that meth. He ain't done. Man, he is not done. He ain't done. What's this? No, we ain't about to watch no 6 Secrets. Let's see. All right. That's crazy. You gotta be careful out here fucking around with these folks, man. The police ain't playing fair. They taking your drugs, and then they getting high off your shit. They getting high off your supply. That's what they doing. They say they don't give a fuck about nothing. It's almost like it reminded me of that episode. I mean, not the episode, the movie. Was it Friday After Next when Craig and Day got robbed by the Santa, and that nigga, they took the nigga's weed plant and he was out there smoking the weed. That's what that was. But Morales he hit that Heisenberg. That shit took him out. That shit crazy. I find it funny how they tried to play like they ain't know what the fuck happened though. Nigga, y'all knew what happened. Y'all found that lighter and that torch beside that man. His dick out with his legs folded up behind him. Boy, what you thought happened? Boy, what you thought? You thought he just passed out? He got too excited and passed out? Man, that shit crazy. When a cannibal vlogs his murder. When a cannibal vlogs his murder. That sounds crazy. That's
mission is first. That's the skulls are getting cracked.
Though no one knew it at the time, Alexander Kenua was about to do something unthinkable. His self-recorded videos give us a chilling glimpse into his twisted mind in the days before he committed a truly disturbing act.
Do you see a bag of charcoal? Go ahead and open it. That's only part of it. I tasted something. It's tasted like a principle of your sauce.
Man, come on, man. They don't, bro, he serious, bro. This nigga serious, bro. He said he put barbecue sauce. He barbecued some folks and was barbecuing. What?
So this will happen to that. You keep doing that shit again, that's gonna keep happening.
On the morning of May 25th, 2012, 37-year-old Cujo Bonsafo Agie Kodie, an international student from Ghana, went out for a morning jog and never came home. Cujo has spent the last 6 months living with the family of one of his friends, Dr. Anthony Kenua, a physics lecturer at Morgan State University. And when Cujo failed to return home that evening, the family grew concerned. That concern evolved into outright fear when the family discovered that Cujo's wallet, ID, and phone were still in the basement. Even if Cujo had decided to go out somewhere without telling the family, there was no chance he would have left the...
This is Cujo. Cujo a pretty big old boy. Cujo a pretty big old boy. This nigga took him down. He was off that high-speed chicken feed too. Man, this dude.
These items behind. Feeling that something was wrong, the Kenuas called the police. They had no idea just how wrong things were. Although the police responded immediately to the report and sent detectives over to interview the Kenua family and search the property, nothing of note was found, apart from a dead fox in a container behind the Kenua's home. This curious finding will later prove integral in the most sickening way. Eventually, cadaver dogs are brought in to go over the wooded area behind the Kenua's home, but they find nothing. The only thing of note uncovered is the fact that red pepper flakes have been sprinkled on the ground in the house, specifically in the basement. This is another detail that will prove crucial later. It seemed like the case was rapidly getting cold, but an unexpected discovery was about to change everything. 4 days after Cujo's disappearance, Jared Kenua, the youngest boy in the family, was down in the basement when he found something that made his blood run cold. After confronting his older brother Alex about it, Jared told the rest of the family what he'd found, and the police were once again quickly called to the scene. In an interview with detectives, Jared revealed the nightmare he found in the basement.
We're here to talk about an incident that occurred last night. Why don't you go ahead, just in your own words, tell me what happened.
Last night, right before I took a shower, I was gonna go get my laundry bag. So I went down to the basement and I opened the laundry door and I saw my blanket on top of a box. And as I was lifting the blanket up, I saw two pans for baking, and in between them was a cutting board. So I lifted up the pans, and in it I saw 3 different objects, and they were kind of black with some gravy substance looking at them, and it looked like hands and a head. And as soon as I saw that, I really couldn't distinguish whether it was a face or somebody's face I knew or something.
Alex, see, Jared found this shit just threw me off, dog. Hold up, bro. They found red pepper flakes down in the basement. And his brother just found a pan, this baking pan. So he had that man in the oven preheated 420 degrees, stuck him in the oven with the red pepper flakes. You know, he sauteed him up real good and was having head and hands for dinner. In the house. In the house. The dude lived in the house and was getting ate in the house. Oh shit. This is sadistic. These some African folks. It's funny because that's funny because I bet I got this African guy at my job. He from where is it? Oh man, I can't even remember. It's the same spot where Joel Embiid, Cameroon. He from Cameroon. But anyway, buddy was like, yeah, when I came to America, I wanted to take the, the ducks that be walking across the street that is illegal to hit. He was like, man, I was confused. He said he wanted to take one of them things, chop it up and stew that thing like bush meat, call it bush meat. We make a joke, he'd be like, shit, he might eat you. This nigga took it to the next level. He was really eating you. He was really eating motherfucking guys, bro. This motherfucker just ate that guy, bro. That man really was eating this dude, bro. He said he put barbecue sauce on it. It was good. Some Old Bay, you know what I'm saying? Some spices, some crushed red pepper, little garlic, little minced garlic. You know what I'm saying? This nigga said he found gravy, man. With
I looked at it and I stopped myself. I stopped what I was doing. I went upstairs and I asked Alex, come down here. And I asked him, what is it? And he said, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's none of your business and all that stuff. And he started avoiding my question.
Alongside interviewing Jared, detectives also spoke with Alex about this disturbing and suspicious discovery. As Alex has read his rights, the interview hits a slight snag.
Are you willing to talk to me after being advised of your rights? And that's, again, a yes or a no question. Same thing as the one on top. Okay, and then your initials right there. And, oh, wait, you got to read that last one. What this one says is, have I threatened you or forced you in any way to make you talk to me?
Yes.
Have I really, or yes or no?
Yes. I was.
Do you think I did? I did threaten you? Because I'm not trying to threaten you.
You're not threatening, but I just take it as yes.
Oh, well, tell me then how because I don't want you to feel that way. So if you feel that way, I want to make sure you know that I'm not threatening you and I'm not trying to scare you or anything like that.
I'm in a confined room in a undisclosed location with behind a locked door with a CCTV.
The door's not locked?
Detectives, I don't know. I'm threatened right now.
Okay, well, let me make you feel a little bit better then. The door is not locked. Okay?
I feel threatened.
I'm explaining to you, okay? We're not in an undisclosed location. We're in Forest Hill. It's about 20 minutes from where you live. Okay? It's an industrial park. And the door's not locked. And I am not armed. I don't have a gun on me at all. You can see right there. And neither does that detective.
Though there are different policies, it's typically recommended that officers aren't armed in the interrogation room.
I ain't gonna fake to you though. Looking at this nigga's face, he looked crazy as hell. Like, buddy looked like he throw. My boy eating people's face and fingertips, and he in the interrogation room smiling like, boy, you're sick. What's going on? What's happening? What's happening up there? Is everything working fine? Is all the synapses firing off like they supposed to be? Because, nigga, your face, he ain't got no worries, man.
It helps calm the person being interviewed and prevents them from saying they were threatened or they were scared because the officer was armed. As well, officers don't want to wear a gun in order to lower the chance that someone takes it from them.
Your mind's a weapon, so.
Well, I can't take my mind away. But there's no guns in here. No one wants to threaten you. Okay, so you understand I'm not trying to threaten you.
Right.
Okay.
I'll sign it.
Okay.
Less than 10 minutes into the interview, and Alex is already handling this differently than most people in this situation would. But is this strange behavior an indication that he knows something about Cujo's disappearance?
Can you tell me what happened tonight?
Yes, last week I collected a jackal or foxes like roadkill. And usually I trap animals. That's what I sometimes I can catch, sometimes a jackal. But this,
what I tell y'all, them folks from Africa, them folks really Jew. They like to catch shit, and they really like to chop it up, and skin it up, and make it and eat it. They really he. This is what he's talking about. This is what he's talking about right now.
This morning I saw it's like a wild dog. I can give you a description for a wild. I'm not saying wild dog. It's like a coyote type. Like they have fur on it. Maybe had like a less than an inch of fur. But my cat was outside, and I just happened to be upstairs looking outside, and I seen a coyote. So I figured, you know what? I remember catching that fox that was roadkill. So I figured, let me gut it up and try and catch it.
Alex continues to ramble about the wild dog for several minutes, derailing the conversation and giving the officers a lot of seemingly useless information. But there's actually a sneaky reason he's done this.
You realize what your brother thought, though, right? Or thinks. He thinks that it's pieces of Cujo is what he thought.
Oh my goodness.
Did you realize he thought that? Or you didn't realize, so I just said so?
He said that he saw it was something that was blackened, and like he couldn't really describe it, and he said he wasn't sure. And he mentioned it to my father and mother.
Okay.
Nothing but no human skull.
Human what now?
Skull. Like human parts or anything. Because he said there was a head, and I said there's a jackal head right there. The coyote forks. And the paws and the inside. I couldn't bring the intestines in because they're already eaten. Right. So it's just parts of it. And besides, I wanted to skin it, try to make like a dream catcher.
Were they parts of Cujo?
No. But the dogs that came out today, they were searching and everything. I'm sure they'll pick the scent,
Alex is incredibly confident when he uses the cadaver dogs to assert his innocence. But why is he so sure the dogs won't pick up a scent in the basement? One obvious explanation actually has to do with the red pepper flakes that were found scattered throughout the floor of the basement. It's a commonly believed yet disproven myth that red pepper flakes can fool cadaver dogs into not smelling human remains. What they can do is potentially burn the dog's nose, but this would still not prevent them from indicating remains if there were any. However, as will later be uncovered, there is a far more sickening reason that the dogs didn't pick up on anything in the Kinua home.
That nigga was
Still, it's entirely possible Alex believed the myth about red pepper, especially given some of his self-recorded videos.
Now the question is about Planet Unthinkable, because now how are the new powers going to use nuclear, biological, and chemical weapons? Sooner or later, the countryside is going to be torn in battlefields. It already is in battlefields. It's slowly erupting.
Protect your neck. Nobody is safe, no matter where you are. It could be even in your own room. It could be even in your own school. It could be in anywhere.
Clearly, it can definitely be in your own house because you ate your peoples. You ate your dog, your homeboy.
But why wouldn't why would your brother think there were human parts? Because he's been around animals. He said you guys used to cut up animals back on the farm or something like that.
We've cut up goats not far from here now.
But he seems to think that what he saw tonight were human parts as opposed to animal.
Well, I showed him the carcass that I actually had, so.
He's just confused, you think?
I would say he's confused. He's very smart.
Alex quickly steals a glance at the detectives after saying this, potentially trying to measure their reaction to his self-contradictory response. With Alex adamantly sticking to his story about the cut-up animal parts, detectives decide to switch gears.
You know where Cujo's at?
After he mentioned his case, because I remember several years ago, he had a charge. I think it was something on I don't know the details specific. That's the only details I know of this case, and he never spoke about it even when he went to immigration.
Alex's rambling can also be seen many times throughout his strange and disturbing vlogs.
The sun is the sky. The sun is very powerful. Energy the solar flares it can deliver to this planet itself. It knock out every electronics, every mechanical,
That nigga crazy, man. This nigga is crazy. Look at him. His nigga is real life crazy, bro.
apparatuses around the world, even in the sky itself. Airplanes will now fly. Cell phone towers knocked out.
In an attempt to deal with Alex's knack for rambling, the detectives decide to be direct with him.
Yeah, did you kill Cujo?
No.
Did you cut him up?
No.
Because you're interested to see what, you said you dissect these things surgically, did you?
No. I've seen morticians do that.
Right. I mean,
not in
because you have curiosity to do it yourself?
No.
Boy, stop the cap, boy. You wanted to see what it was like to gut up a whole person. So you done souffled that nigga, you put him in a pot with some potatoes and peppers and shit. You sprinkled it and you started taste testing different ways to eat human. Boy, you crazy, but hey, they probably got this nigga locked up in a special unit for real. He can't probably even be around people with a crime like that. Like, nigga, you dangerous, dog. You dangerous.
My curiosity does not extend that far. I've been exposed to body parts at an early age. I've seen people's brains blown out. I've seen people dead and everything. Where
is that?
You know about shockumentaries?
Oh, on TV, you're saying?
Shockumentaries.
On TV? I don't know what you mean. Shockumentaries is a TV program?
Shockumentary, yeah. Some of them are on internet.
Sensing that they're not going to get anything useful from Alex, detectives end the interview and conduct a search of the Kinua home, completely unaware of the horror they were about to walk into. In the basement, officers retrieved the charred aluminum roasting pans that had allegedly had human remains in them. Not far from the pans were what appeared to be clippings of short, dark hair that had been wrapped in a paper towel and thrown in a wastebasket.
Oh man, my boy cut his hair and shaved it bald before he cooked him. He said, "I don't want no hair. We don't want no hair." It's like he thought he was plucking a chicken. This nigga took the clippers and shaved the dead man's head, bro. What the? Hey, them Africans cut different.
In the laundry room, they find a roasting bag that could usually be used for poultry, scarred by the same charred residue seen on the pan, and treated with an oily cleaner. In the room, they also found a camo t-shirt with what appeared to be bloodstains down the front. But this is only the beginning of the disturbing discoveries. Alex's bedroom is locked with a deadbolt and marked with a wooden sign reading, "Either some greater force of terror than death must be devised, or death will not be enough for coercion."
Observe the sunlight, the shadows, the shadow.
This nigga throws, man.
Shadow.
In Alex's bedroom, officers find the shockumentaries he mentioned, as well as multiple leather whips, a large hunting knife, and 2 machetes. These discoveries are overshadowed by what the officers find next. On the underside of Alex's mattress is a massive bloodstain, one so large that officers immediately theorize that whoever the blood belongs to is almost certainly dead. While they weren't able to find the body parts that Jared claimed to have seen, everything else the officers found in the basement points towards Alex being involved in Cujo's death. Eager to find out the truth behind this mystifying case, detectives sat back down with Alex for another interview. His explanation for the blood is shocking, to say the least.
You and I and Chris, again, we're not here to get a confession from you or anything like that. One of the things that I asked you is on the line now. You, right? Because let me explain why. There is psychology to that, and I'm going to tell you why. Because let's say that someone robs a bank, and I find out that this person has a wife that's dying of cancer. Is that the same as the guy that comes in wearing a mask and puts a gun in somebody's head because he wants to get parted out with that money? Are they the same 2 people? It's a crime. It's a crime.
Already, this detective appears to be taking a more strategic approach than the previous detectives, setting the stage for a conversation that will make Alex actually want to confess. One way he does this is by quickly introducing the idea that committing a crime does not make someone evil, and that certain people may commit crimes for reasons that are morally justified. The officer doesn't believe this, but is saying it to try to get Alex to admit to something. Unlike in his last interview, however, The detectives are ready for his rambling.
You know what forensic science is all about?
I don't believe what TV says too much about it. However, I'm aware that it's a hard business for science.
Do you believe that deoxyribonucleic acid is an indicator to identify who an individual is?
You can play because you have the X and Y chromosomes, and you can also identify, the genome sequence from it. You can extract it.
So you can tell the difference between the blood of a fox and the blood of a human being.
Yes.
What do you think the blood of your mattress should?
That's a blood from period.
Oh man. I'm wondering like how long he been locked up for at this point, because my boy had that answered too quick. He was ready to say that too quick. That's a blood from period. Bruh, what the fuck? Bitch, did she bleed out her whole vagina blood out? Did she got no blood left in her body? Nigga, that's a pretty big blood stain from what you see blurred out, and there's a lot of blood right there, man. I see a big ass dark spot right there. What kind of period did that bitch have? Was she dying, nigga?
From period?
Yeah, from this period.
What would that be?
Oh, she doesn't say anymore.
Just know about the blood that was in
the box. That box. That's a fox blood there.
What if I told you that wasn't? What if I told you that was human blood?
Oh, then I have to show you exactly. It wasn't dried up, but especially.
There's a little bit of both.
Then either that was fine in there because I didn't have the fox there when my father saw me there. He told me to take that out of my knowledge. So we take it out because it was last month. So I took it out.
While searching Alex's room, police discovered a journal that contained extensive notes on how detectives and suspects commonly behave in interrogations. Some of his notes included, quote, "The capacity for resistance is diminished by disorientation. The end of an interrogation should be planned before questioning starts. The kinds of questions asked, the methods employed, and even the goals sought may be shaped by what will happen when the end is reached."
So clearly this nigga is not even a dumb dude. Like, he pretty fucking smart. He just did some dumbass shit. He even got rid of the evidence. For the most part, because obviously they still found shit. Like, nigga, you got blood on your bed and you got blood in your basement on the pan. Like, nigga, you should have cleaned that shit up too first, right? You should have probably got a new mattress, burnt that motherfucker up while you was cooking old boy in the oven. But that's here nor there. My nigga got a whole journal about how to beat the interrogation. He should have published that shit.
The poorest interrogations are those that trail off into an inconclusive nothingness. The successful interrogation of a strongly resistant source ordinarily involves two key processes: the calculated regression of the interrogatee and the progression of an acceptable rationalization. If these two steps have been taken, it becomes very important to clinch the new tractability by means of conversion. In other words, a subject who has finally divulged the information sought and who has given a reason for divulging which saves his self-esteem, his conscience, or both, will often be in a mood to take the final step of accepting the interrogator's values. His journal could explain in part why Alex keeps derailing the officer's questions.
So, would you say, was Cujo a violent person?
He had a tendency. I wouldn't necessarily say to be.
That's a big old boy.
I can speak to every witness, or even people.
Cujo ain't little, man. I want to know how he did this shit. Cujo, little buddy, he's smaller than Cujo for sure. Cujo's head is big. Cujo like a pit bull. What the hell? What the helly?
So you know, because you knew him very well.
No, I did not. No, I did not. I knew about him. I did not know him well. He never shared with me personal information about his life up until he got incarcerated. After that, he started talking. He came out much more like something different.
In 2007, 5 years earlier, Cujo was accused of assaulting a female graduate student at Morgan State University, the same school Alex currently attends. and trying to scare her into dating him by obtaining her social security number and phone number. Cujo wasn't only expelled from the school, but he was found guilty of a 4th-degree offense, stalking, harassment, and sentenced to 18 months in prison. Toward the end of his sentence, Cujo's visa was revoked and he was sent to a federal facility in Texas. Dr. Kenua, Alex's father, helped Cujo find legal representation. After his release, Cujo moved in with the Kenuas. Although Alex is stating that he doesn't know if Cujo is violent, that's not quite true. He referenced Cujo's case in the previous interview, and even went so far as to say that Cujo talked to the Kenuas about it.
You know where Cujo's at?
After he mentioned his case, because I remember several years ago, he had a charge. He mentioned something to my brother about the woman who got him in trouble, something like that.
Alex seems to be downplaying Cujo's dark past, and it could be because he has an unsavory past of his own.
So, you yourself were caught up in a situation not too long ago at college where you were accused of an act of violence. If I wasn't there, I don't know the circumstances behind it.
Let me just break it down real quick.
Sure, if you want to.
Well, I could be in a body bag right now. That's how I look at it. I stay with people who want to jeopardize our college experience and also our education in the world. I just happened to be in the mix of it. I could have moved. I should have moved, actually. But because of that person and their behavior, which jeopardized my safety, bringing people at unknown times and then pinpointing rumors on me, I had to see rumors feed the rest. So I had to defend my life.
You saw the threat.
I mean, definitely I don't.
Man, when this nigga gonna start kicking that shit, man? I want to hear him talking about what he did, how he did it, why he did it, when he did it, what it was, what's up, man? Come on, man.
I went about it because I didn't go outside to look for him. He came to look for me. He came to our party. And he could have been on, and he is on some of the times.
So your perception is you stopped the threat. He was a threat, and you had to stop that threat. I think that's a fair assessment. Don't you? Okay.
Before Alex had returned home from college, right before Cujo's disappearance, he spent a few days behind bars. Police spoke with Alex's roommate, Devin Keys, about Alex's strange behavior leading up to the incident.
Hello? This is Devin. Hey, sir, it's Detective Lane. So, like I was telling you before, I wanted to talk to you about Alex, and you were his roommate on a daily basis?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How long had you guys been living together?
We've been in the same dorm for 2 years, but that was my first year actually living in the same room with him.
Now, were you a friend to Alex, or you guys just lived together?
Yeah, I was a friend of his.
Okay. In the last couple years, had his behavior changed at all?
His behavior started changing in, I'll say, about December or January of this last year.
Okay. What kind of things did you see that made you think his behavior was changing?
Well, he just started acting different.
People could have been united. You shouldn't mistake with some men made. Why? Why did they let that go?
Did you ever see him have a skeleton hand? Not a real skeleton, but like a medical skeleton type of thing?
Yeah, he had one of those.
He had one of those. Now, when did he start carrying that around?
I'll say around March, maybe.
Did he ever do anything in his rooms that were strange or out of the ordinary?
He had weird videos that he used to watch, and then he would he had like chanting books or something like that.
Chanting books?
I call them chanting books because they're not like normal. Well, I don't want to say normal religious books, but I was something kind of like voodoo, I guess.
Voodoo kind of thing?
Yeah.
The videos you're speaking of, what kind of videos would they be?
War videos, like torture, stuff along that end.
Okay.
Other people who knew Alex also noticed a change in his behavior. Alongside carrying a medical skeleton around, Alex started going by the nickname Mufasa. The latter fact became known when an RA had responded to a situation in which someone going by the name Mufasa had broken a window in an apartment building. But this wasn't the incident that resulted in Alex's time in jail.
The young man he assaulted down there at your dorm room, did him and that young man have a problem? Like, was there kind of tension between the two of them, or did it surprise you that he did that?
It surprised me because, like, just the other couple of days before it happened, like, they were just talking and about regular stuff, and then that happened.
In an exclusive interview with Ewu, Joshua Caesar, the man that Alex attacked, talks about his close call with death.
I knew Kenua as an acquaintance. We both went to the same school together, Morgan State University.
Joshua said that he was meeting a friend after graduation and decided to wait for her at the apartment where Alex also happened to live.
And when I walked through that door, as soon as I crossed the threshold, I heard what I know to be God at this point now. Put your arm up. I felt something waving over me. And so I put my arm up, and underneath my arm, I could see a man standing there with a black sheet over his head. And I was knocked unconscious.
The man in the black sheet was none other than Alex Kenua. Alex had attacked Joshua with a baseball bat wrapped in barbed wire and chains.
I woke up in the back of the house.
Fortunately, Joshua's friends, Mac and Meriwether, were nearby to intervene before things took an even deadlier turn.
Mac opened the door. He says, "Stay in here. Don't go anywhere." I said, "What happened?" He said, "Stay here." Then he closed the door. About a few seconds later, I hear a bunch of rumbling, dum, 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 and commotion. I didn't know what was going on out there still to that time. Matt came back inside and he said, "Come out." When I came out, there was blood all over the place. And I didn't realize at that time it was mine.
With no memory of the attack, Joshua had to ask his friends about what happened that day.
He said, Matt said, "We were playing the game when we heard a scream, a shriek. We ignored it." So Meriwether said, "Nope, that didn't sound right." And opened the door, and he saw Kenny was standing over top of me with a knife. There was a struggle and a fight over my body. That noise and commotion I said that I heard in the restroom that I was waiting in, so Max said to come back out, was them fighting off Kenua a second time from coming in to get back to me.
Mac and Meriwether bravely fought off Alex until he fled to a nearby wooded area. He was found by campus police shortly after and charged with assault and reckless endangerment. After paying a bond of $220,000, Alex's family brought him home on May 23rd, 2 days.
This nigga's been a fucking problem. He was crazy back then, bro. This nigga just tried to little suspect buddy over there. He probably would have been his first victim, but Cujo just so happened to be the perfect victim.
Before Cujo went missing. Joshua's injuries included a shoulder fracture and multiple skull fractures. He also lost sight in his left eye permanently. Joshua credits his survival to his friends that protected him from Alex and the campus police officers that kept him awake after losing so much blood. As horrific as the attack on Joshua was, it was far from the only incident involving Alex.
Yeah. I beat open your bed and I jerked off and I squashed on. You got something to say, man? You can look at on your bed. Hope you have a good night's sleep. BP on them freaks. Super freak, huh? You like them super freaks? Well, I got you one. It's all over your bed. Playing games out here. Who's playing with you? Nobody's playing with you. Matter of fact, I don't have the respect to be calling no more. So this will happen so that you keep doing that shit again, that's gonna keep happening. Listen, next time you shit with people, here's what's gonna happen. See your clothes? Go look in your bed. Look, I left you a surprise. That's just me.
Devin also had some insight into this incident between Alex and a fellow Morgan State student.
Are you familiar with something when Alex maybe went into somebody's bedroom, did something on their bed? Did you hear that story?
Oh, yes, I heard that story.
Okay, who told you about that, Alex or somebody else?
He told me.
And what did he tell you?
He said that somebody disrespected him, so he disrespected them in return.
And did he tell you what he did?
He went to the guy's bedroom and on their bed.
Did he tell you how they disrespected him in the first place?
No, he wouldn't tell me that.
Okay. Do you think there really was an argument between him and that gentleman, or you think this is just something he was imagining?
I would say it was something that he either imagined or he just took out of hand.
It wasn't just Alex's friends who had to deal with his baseless accusations.
And right now, I'm following somebody who I thought was watching over here getting a phone call. Not even him. See right there? What in the world makes sense?
Hey, the craziest thing about this shit, though, is this really people out here that's walking around the earth among us, normal thinking, civilized folks? You gotta be part of the show. It's been a long day. Your boy had a long day. But it's really folks out here that's wired wrong like this, bro. And like you gotta really be on guard. Like anything can trigger a motherfucker at the wrong time. And now you turn into somebody's dinner. It's crazy, man. 2025. Wow.
All the names are put on the board. Now, as it tells a story, and then unfolds as a scapegoat has returned. And the little boy that was picked up as released the scapegoat to Killer Clothes. He must each individually face, deal with clothes. This is another love report because people ain't first getting out. They're infected with the virus.
But he must think he's still in Africa or something. Like, I don't think he realized we in America and we on. What the fuck is this shit here, bro?
That I'm going to get them in the dream of time to a nightmare. A very few weeks ago.
Based on his self-recorded videos and the accounts from those who knew him, it seems like Alex's aggression was ramping up during March, April, and May of 2012, before finally culminating in the terrifying attack on Joshua Caesar. All of these incidents involve Alex taking extreme actions based on perceptions that have no basis in reality. Realizing that this could be a possible motivation for Alex to have killed Cujo, the detectives dive into trying to uncover the truth behind Cujo's disappearance. Nothing can prepare them for what Alex eventually reveals.
The issue of one saying that guy, you perceived him to be a threat. It's not good. You perceived him to be a threat. And then I asked you if Cujo was a threat, and you initially like, no, like I don't really know. Well, if he was involved in terrorist activities, if he was involved with bad people or bad things that were going on, and he's living at your parents' home under their roof with your siblings and yourself, how would you not say that he's not a threat?
Like Cujo's case, as far as for him staying with our family, he stayed with our family before. Mm-hmm. He has done what he has to do, and that's when he got getting arrested and all that. His behavior shifted.
But you were so big about that.
No, what I mean is that his behavior shifted is as far as for how he went about his business. It's more so people can't tell you much more whether he was much more involved with people or less more introverted.
Alex seems to be having difficulty explaining himself the more the detective engages with his logic. Perhaps it's growing harder for him to make denials. Alex then alleges something about Cujo that's somehow even more shocking than anything else revealed so far.
When you start putting the pieces together, to me it made more sense that he's trying to get himself back up on his feet. However, at the same time, he may not necessarily be doing that, He may have some other ulterior motives. And especially speaking to my mother, and we mentioned earlier that he's having trouble going to the basement to use the washer. And I spoke to him. I said if Cujo put his hands on him, and that's when I knew that something was wrong. And then I just went ahead and just fixed it. I didn't know something, but something that happened.
something happened. How do you feel about that? I don't feel nothing. It doesn't make you angry. Anger is a weakness. Anger is all of us. Don't get mad, get wise. So couldn't be getting wise, stopping the threat. Stopping the threat could be something.
The pain is coming, the pain is going. They couldn't believe it, but now it's flowing. They fucking saw it. They got their mouths zipped up because they know when they up, it's gonna get zipped up and thrown across the cut. The cut is sorted. The good is sorted out. The body's moving down it, but then now it's so distorted.
Listen,
my boy,
you're responsible for what happened to Joe. As far as his death goes, you know, why you committed that act, they caused that. That's what I need to understand.
I do know that he has been manipulated and taking advantage of my father's good heart and my family's kindness.
You're not going to stand for that. Is that fair?
Right. And on top of that, he also gives us signs, you know, like I say, classifiers, terrorist behavior.
Why do you know?
When I know how he acts and everything, because I have, you look at my bookshelves and the type of books and material that I read, like with him, he sat directly next to the library where I have those type of books there. And every time I noticed, he would go through them and like just, he would look at me like, well, he would give me a certain look. He would give me a look like he doesn't want me to find something. He hides something. So every time I would come downstairs, he would rush to hide something. Like, what is he hiding? What is he doing? Whenever I went to my room, my things were moving around. So he was definitely my room.
Warning, please. Touch this time.
Tell me what it was that put the other top where you said, this is it.
I asked Scoop to put his hands on. Thought about it or dreamt about it.
So, was this something that you planned, or was it fairly random when you confronted him?
I didn't confront him. I told him already that night.
Tell me.
I mean,
what did you say?
I suppose I briefly remained to my side of the room. Made him take all his shit to one corner, put all my stuff there, fixed up everything. And I just asked him some brief questions because he started working out and all that, trying to do his muscles and all that. I was like, okay, I don't fight, especially people coming to my family. I do something else.
Tell me now, what you did.
I mean, this confession,
So how did you kill him?
I won't say I killed him. Now,
tell me asking you that though.
So basically, I spoke to him. That was it.
And then what did you do?
After speaking to him,
jail with a hatchet, jail with a pipe.
I won't go into detail. Life is terrible. But it could be terrible. My family, I could be where my family right now.
With this proclamation, Alex has fully admitted that he believes he killed Cujo in order to protect his family.
I know the truth. So again, you're a logical, well-thought man, right? Who was there when you took his life? Just you and him? Because he can't talk.
Just as the detectives start to make progress, things take a turn for the bizarre.
I talk to dead people.
Well, right now, I'm not interested in talking to anyone down. I'm only interested in one person, and that's Alex. That's my only interest.
Whether or not Alex genuinely believes that he can somehow communicate with the dead, the phrasing and tone of his retort, as well as the fact that he's bringing this up unprompted in a serious murder investigation, arguably betrays his intent to be defiant. He doesn't want to roll over just yet. Detectives have to once again do their best to get him on track.
But clearly, you perceive Cujo as a threat to your family. There was a point in time where a decision is made by you that this has got to stop. This is going to end right here. There's two things I don't know. Is it something that was a spontaneous because of something that you did? Or is this something that you said, this is how I'm going to fix this problem? It wasn't spontaneous.
I look at it as Cujo, when he started doing the things he did, started moving from house to house, and I knew that something was up. And his personality, just based on his character analysis that I was conducting, I was like,
Man, get to when you killed this man.
And I didn't use it in my family. But period. He got it up. And I just played some music. And that's what.
I know what you mean by you want to work. But I need you to explain to me how you want to work.
I'll give it up with a cigarette and a tape recorder.
After hours of grueling investigation and interrogations, Alex is finally willing to give up the details of this crime. However, no one was prepared for the depths of his depravity, nor the stomach-churning reality of what happened to Cujo Codier. It seems the officers take Alex outside for a cigarette and continue recording the audio of his disturbing confession.
Where did Cujo want to go?
You're not gonna find this body.
Can you tell me?
I can direct you to one.
Okay, where is it?
It's right under your nose.
Not at the police station, I hope.
No.
Okay, where?
Well, one is in my stomach, but
is it in your what? In your stomach?
Yeah.
Are you fasting? Are you starving? Are you marking? What's going on? You will go eat food and you want to go eat food. You're wrong, man. What part was that? The part was hot.
As startling as this admission is, Alex isn't done with the horrifying reveals.
When did that happen? Yesterday. Yesterday? The other body parts, are they, can you give me an idea where they are?
you might be able to don't. You might find them.
Did you put them in the rest of the body? Is it the rest of the body itself? Or you just cut out certain parts?
That's dissected.
That's dissected. So we're just
I mean, what charges am I facing right now? I mean, I'm already facing 30 years. So, what charges am I facing?
What charges will you be facing? What you're telling me, you took his life, yes?
Okay. So,
I'm asking. I know it was rhetorical. I shouldn't have said that. Did you take his life?
I mean, he's not in existence.
Okay.
I could have helped him fake his death.
Obviously, that would be murder charges. I mean, you're a smart guy. I mean, we know what they're basically going to be.
Let me what's over.
If you can tell me, are there pieces of Cujo in and around in or around your house? Excuse me. Is that a yes?
This man is sick. That's a fucked up.
Yes.
And his head is taken care of.
Is it in the? How is it taken care of? Can you tell me any more than that?
His head is. Do you have anybody at the house right now? Mm-hmm. Can we get him on the phone?
Sure.
Through the phone, Alex guides the officer to his gruesome leftovers.
Okay, go to the dining room. Okay, there's a big cabinet, a white cabinet that has like glass shelves on it. You see the white shelves? Now go to the bottom, move the box of books over there. At the bottom of the cabinet, move the boxes and open one of the shelves. Do you see a bag of charcoal? Go ahead and open it. Do you see it? Okay.
What is this inside the bag? What exactly?
That's what he caught.
That's Emily Park.
After recovering Cujo's severed hands and head, the officers were set on retrieving the rest of his remains. Alex revealed that he disposed of it in the dumpster of a nearby church and went so far as to brag that the chances of recovering it were slim to none. However, when officers investigated the dumpster for themselves, they discovered 2 duffel bags inside, infested with maggots. As they tried to remove one of the bags, it tore, and the officers were forced to watch in silent horror as Cujo's torso slid out and hit the pavement.
Just wanted to, before we were outside talking, Alex was telling me, I'm just gonna put the same report right on the table, okay, Alex? Sure. Alex, if you can, since Tom wasn't sitting here just a second ago, just run through that with what you're telling the other detective.
Alex begins eagerly recounting a story so disgusting and despicable, it far outshines everything the detectives have learned thus far. Alex no longer has anything to hide, and as a consequence, he finally discusses in detail what happened the night he slaughtered Cujo. And it's more horrifying than anyone imagined.
It's that night, after everything took place, we didn't argue anything, but I did tell him, I'm not going to speak about cannibalism, it was more so about him being, I asked him if he knows about cannibals, and he said he's heard of them, and he'd find out. So I asked him, is he ready to die? And he's like, no, he's not ready to die. So, too bad he made the thing to death. And what did you do, Alex? Well, that night, I know he's into gospel and everything, so put some gospel music, and then he was sleeping. Came at him, I stood over him, and, went to work with the took the axe, and just went to work on his head.
How was it no blood all over the room though? Like, how did he clean up the room to not have the room bloodied up? How was he able to do this?
Hit him about twice. And after that, I let him bleed out. And then took his heart out. After took his heart out, got my knife, cut him off.
This complete lack of emotion is deeply disturbing, but then again, not quite as disturbing as his choice to play Cujo's favorite music while butchering him. Was he trying to give Cujo a final moment of peace before his execution? Or was he mocking his victim before sending him to his grave? Regardless, this sick preparation must have given Alex time to pause, to reconsider his actions, or even to selfishly consider that his next act would alter the course of his own life for good. But given that he chose to stand over Cujo in these moments, it seems more likely that Alex enjoyed this part of the process as well. He then proceeded to swing the same long-handle axe he used to cut trees into Cujo's face, then cut him up the way he would the animals he trapped in his backyard.
How did you get the parts outside? Just walk. Did you program anything? Wrap them up in a bag. And took him where? To the church. Any particular reason around the church? Was there any particular reason that you did that? Honest about it. There was an issue with your brother. Finally, some things. Tell me about that. Not really. He doesn't know, so he's probably smart enough. Like you are really smart. Not that smart, but he doesn't know the circumstances behind it because sometimes his judgment calls him. He may not have seen because when I'm not around, he's the second in charge. And if he can't recognize the threats on his own family, then what is he going to do? What do you think should happen for this? Put me in scenes now. I don't know. Are you insane? No, I'm not. However,
the action that it may look insane towards society. But basically what I do is ancient, right? Of getting rid of skull.
And that's the way you look at Cujo.
That's ancient justice.
Though Alex may be basking in his crime, he seems lucid and afraid of punishment enough to minimize his own sentence by recommending he be remanded to a psychiatric facility. Even with everything he's revealed so far, Alex still had one last sickening detail to share.
And again, I'm just trying to understand. This was totally symbolic on your part. You're cooking its head and hands. You removed the sands from his body so that they could not touch anyone anymore. I guess his head disgusted you. That you wanted to deform the head, cook away the hands, eat some of them, and you ate his heart.
That's the only part I did eat. I didn't eat his head. I tasted some of it. It's tasted whatever, put some barbecue sauce.
Did you use some barbecue sauce?
It's some spice, whole baked spice, whole baked, some sea salt.
How do you feel one?
Since this is that's not a little bit.
As sickening as this reveal is, it also could potentially answer one of the remaining questions. The police brought cadaver dogs to the Kenua home, and they did not indicate that there were any human remains. And yet, Alex had butchered and eaten parts of Cujo in the home, and he had a blood-covered mattress in his room. The reason the dogs didn't pick up on the scent could be due to the dog's training and experience, as well as the training and expertise of the handler. If a dog is not well trained, or if the dog is being used in a situation for which it is not trained, such as live detection versus human remains detection, the dog is likely to fail. It's also important to note that by cooking and seasoning the body parts, much of the scent of the remains was destroyed. The dogs look for things like skin cells, and cooking would destroy them, potentially throwing off the dog's ability to detect the remains. However, alone, spices and cooking will not prevent a properly trained dog and handler team from finding human remains. After nearly 6 hours total of interrogation, detectives may just now be meeting the real Alex Kenua.
I mean, this is, we have done thousands of times, millions of times. I mean, this body is just temporary. It's a body that I can lose this body. I can't afford to lose my family's body, so
It's a beautiful day outside. It's a very beautiful day. I mean, here, no matter what the mission, it's always coming back. Because always the mission is first. That's so skulls are getting cracked. No. Skulls are getting extracted. Their brains are getting extracted. You know what happens when skulls get extracted? Their brains get sucked out. Their noses. I'm gone. Please believe. The whole recording.
Following his confession, Alexander Kenua was charged with first-degree murder and weapon carrying. Prior to a trial, he was diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia, and in August of 2013, he pleaded guilty but not criminally responsible. He was then indefinitely remanded to a state psychiatric facility. Though he was deemed unfit to stand trial, it is possible that he could be deemed competent in the future. Alex also pleaded guilty but not criminally responsible for the assault of Joshua Caesar.
Well, folks, you have it. Some fucking sickos out here. We got cops stealing drugs and getting high and overdosing, passing out with their dick out, resigning and going to a new police department. We got Ghanaians, and he is Ghanaian. I looked it up while we was watching the video. He is a Ghanaian man. We got Ghanaians over here eating people's hearts and brains for justice. Just another wild way, another day, another wild day, I should say. It's just been, oh man, I don't have any words for this shit. That's just fucking crazy, man. This has been Just the Facts. It's been real. It's your boy Jay. I'm signing out, man.